So let's start by pay homage to the Buddha. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So we are learning the lesson 23. So lesson 23 is about the consonant ending in the ra. So that one, last time we roughly studied. So to the root, mostly dar is added. So that dar is called agent suffix. Okay. So here some example, rukar and da, so gata and handa. But for the root D's, so that to the vowel base. So that is why, to the root or vowel base. So we add that dar in this way. Okay, so, and then we ought declension. So by adding the case and how it is formed. So that one also we learned for the nadar. Okay, nada is grandson. So that nada in the nominative case singular nada or plural nadaro. And vocative case nada. So nadaro. And the accusative case nadaran. In the nadaro, nadare. For the instrumental and ablative nadara. And for plural nadare he, nadare be. So not to he, not to be. Okay. And for the genitive case, stated genitive, so not to no, not to sa. And then for plural, not darana, and the not danan, and the not to nan. Okay. And the locative, so not the re, and the for plural, not darisu, so not to su, and the not to su. So to understand easily, so even though it is, not dar as its term, but so to understand declensions, so that is, it has, three bases in this way. First term is, original term, so not dar. Okay, second one is, not do, and then, so that one is, so not dar, okay, in this way. So based on that one, in the modern grammarian, they say that not such a noun is ending in the consonant like the parliament easy or the other so grammar. But traditional grammar, those terms are ending in the vowel like the not do. So in this way, not do, but later changing in this way. Okay, so now to understand that one easily here, so I made a chart. So that dar has three. Okay, the first one is dar, the second one is do, and the dar in this way. Now, in the nominative case singular, not dar, that is from the first term. And the not daro, that is from the, that term. And the not da from the first term. And the not daro, so from the third term. And the not daran also from that. And not daro, not dari from the third. And the natara also from the third stem. And the natari be natari hit that, but not to be not to hit that is from second. And the data genetics, so not do no, not do that is from second. And natara ne, that is from third. And natanan, that is one from one first. And the not do none from the second, this way. and the netari, so from the that, and the netari su, so that, and netusu from the second in this way. So here you see that is very common. But fast also, you see fast 4 times, and the second, okay, second also 4 times we see, but that is here 8 times you see, 8 times. Okay, so in this way we can, you know, understand the declension of the dar ending in the ra, those now ending in the ra. Okay, that is just recalling. Now let's go back to the Parliament easy. So here remark. So most noun ending in the dar. So except bita, bada, mada, and duhita and dita. So most noun ending in the dar are so decline like the net dar. Okay, so if we remember, so declension of the net dar, if we know declension of the net dar, so at the time most of noun ending in the ra, so can be understood easily. But so these are exceptions. So like the bita and the bada and the mada and the duhita and the dita. So they are exception. So why this is exception or how they are different? Let's see. So like the, you know, so nectar. So grandson has three, you know, stems in this way, you know, tar, do, and the tar. But for the other one, like the here bitar, so bitar father and the bada brother. So they have only 2 stems, like the, you know, tar and the do. We don't have the any that stem. That is one. So at the time, instead of that stem, you know, this first one will be repeatedly used. So replace, you know, that stem. So here you see the one is beta and the bitaro, not bitaro, bitaro, you see. So to the bitar, you know, O is added, bitaro. The same way that is from the bita, bita, and the bitaro. And the bitaran to the bitar, and is added bitaran, and the bitaro, bitare. And then for instrumental, so to the bitar first, and R is added. But for the plural, so bitar and a, b and a he added, and the b2, b2, b, b2 he. Okay, that is from second. And then b2, b2 no, b2 sa. That is from second. And the bitarana, that is also bitar and the ana, and the bitana. So actually for this form, you know, this ra is dropped. Okay, ra is dropped, and the r become the r. So just from the bitar. So for that one, you know, bitar. Okay, so bitar, after the bita, so we can understand a. So to the a, so name is added. So in this way, or maybe, you know, so to the bitar, a name is added also. Okay, that one is better. A name is added. So the first form bitarana in this way. But the second form, so from the bitar, okay, this, and then, so ra is dropped. So we have the beta. Okay. So at the time, you know, with the name, so like the Buddha, so because ending in the R, so that R is changed to the R. So that is how we have the another one, you know, beta nan in this way. So from the, you know, this time beta, so ra is dropped. So the first one is, you know, with the ra, beta ra nan. The second one is without ra. So both of them are from the, you know, past time in this way. So beta ra nan, beta nan. And then, so bitu nan. Okay, originally bitu nan. But the other form, so we have, so other form is bitu nan. So from the, oh, sorry. So nan, that form also. So that is in the book. So like we use B2 stem, okay, B2 stem. So through the B2 nan is added. So before the nan, so U become the lao, B2 become the B2. So that is on the first one, we have the B2 nan. Okay, but the second one also from the, you know, B2 nan. So from the B2 nan, by changing, you know, long vowel. So long vowel and the single consonant. So long vowel becomes short, and then as a composition, short single consonant become the double. So that is un is equivalent to the un in this way. So that is why we have the another form. So bị đầu nan in this way here, this form, bị đầu nan. So that form is a special one. And then now for the locative, so from first time beta it is added, and then for the plural bitari su, and then bitu su from the second stance. Okay, so that is for the bitar and the batar, only two stems, you see, only two stems. So that is why that is different from the, you know, nectar. But so nectar is common one. Most of now and in the tar and in the ra are the same as the nectar, but these are exception. Okay, beta. And then, so you see in Parliament easy, except the beta and bata. So beta is father, that is masculine, and bata is brother, that is feminine, also masculine brother. But mother is mother, so feminine, and then duhita and dita are also daughter, that is feminine. That is why a little bit different from the, so beta and bata are masculine, so in this way. But for the, so mata and duhita and dita are also two stems in this way, mata and matu. So nominative case also the same. Bita, mata, bitaro, mataro, bita, mata. Yeah, bita, mata, the same one. And then so bitaram, mataram, bitaro, bitari, madari. But for the instrumental, so one form is the same as the bitara, madara. But because it is feminine gender, that is from the, you know, madu. Madu is ending in the u. So look like the, you know, wadu or something. Yagu. So yagu, ya. In this is, you know, feminine sign, ya is added. That is why madara and the other form is madu, ya. So that form is not in here. Only so bitara form, you see. But here, so madara, maduya, the same way, duhidara, duhiduya, didara, diduya, in this way. Okay, the rest are the same. And then for the dative and genitive, also here, you see, bitu, bitu no, bitosa, from the second stem. But here only the madu. So after that, not madu, no madosa. Madu, no madosa is like the beku, no bekosa, masculine are who ended. But here feminine, that is why, madu, ya. Okay, madu, madu, ya. So these two forms are different from the bitu, bitu. Okay, so that is how these now end in the ra consonant declined. Okay, now, so let's go back to the PME easy. So in PME easy, you see, bada define like the beta, so beta and bada the same, and duhida and didar are like the matar, okay, they are feminine gender, that is one. And then this one, so yesterday, the dar and handa govern the accusative case or genitive case. So that is, these nouns are actually from the root. So for example, car means to do or to make. So to that, dar is added in this way, katar we have. So actually rukar needs the object as a verb form like this. So kamam, so karoti, okay. So now instead of the karoti, so we use the agent one. So that is why another sentence also can be, so kaman, katar, or with the nominative katar, without katar. So the meaning of the, kaman karoti means he makes. Maybe he does the work. Okay, in this way. But now, so kaman kata means one who does the work in this way. One who does the work in this way. Okay, but instead of saying one who does the work, maybe the other way. So here a sentence, one who does. Instead of that, that is agent. So doer of the work. Okay, doer of the work, or doer of the activity. So now, at the time here with the of, that is genitive in English. The same way in Pali also. So kamasa katar. Kamasa katar, doer of the work. So that is why. So these agent now, like the katara, so their former object can be with the accusative case as well as the genitive case. So that is why here. So now ending in the dar, like the kata, handa, wada, etc. So govern the accusative case or the genitive case, like this. Mige handa. You see, mige handa. So that means one who kills animals, or the other way. So the hunter of the animals. Okay, deer. So mige is actually plural form. So but here migana. Okay, migana. Also genitive case plural. So migi as the accusative case, migana also genitive case. But the same meaning. So the hunter of the deer or animals, or maybe one who kills animals. So that means hunter. One who hunts animal. Okay. So the same way here. So Kanman Kata or Kamasa Kata. So one who does the work or the doer of the work. So both genitive case and accusative case. The same way, Satyan Wata, the speaker of the truth or one who speaks the truth. So Satya Sa Wata, that Wata is so root watch and the dar. So Jada become the data. So with dar in this way. The same with hand also. So root hand and the dar. So hand dar in this way, but with the nominative hand dar. Okay. So that is the information from this one. And the same way, so Bojanan data, Bojanasa data. So one who gives food or giver of food or donor of food, one who donates food this way. So data also from the so root da and the da. So we have the da as a stem. Okay, so now next paragraph. So next paragraph is by adding the dar or the root or the present vowel base, their agent now are formed. Okay, we already. And when dar is added, finally out of the vowel base become the e. So the final e of the vowel base, the base also, or final r of monosyllable are not changed. The agent noun may act the part of the adjective too. Actually, that one is not so fixed. So we do have, but mostly to my knowledge, so most of, agent noun are come from the root, like the here. So handa, wada, data, but the maybe seven group. So instead of saying that one, no, so I is become e. So like the gerund or infinitive. So for example, so no kina base. So kina base at the time if you with the gerund suffix doa. So at the time before the doa, it is inserted in this way. Kine doa. The same way here also maybe kina base and then dar is added. So before the dar, no R is changed to the E. So it is inserted. Maybe kini dar or something in this way. Okay. But the other one, like the, a seven group. So they say the, so from the they say, we take the they say base. So after that, the dar. So for that one, we have the they say dar. The same way from the, bawedi. Okay. So from bawedi, we take the bawe. So after that, the da. So other than no da, no e is inserted. So bawe, da in this way. So, and then here you see the last one is important. This agent now also may add the part of adjective. So it can be adjectives. It can be adjective. So one who does the work or doer of the work and so on. Okay, the later in the example we will see, but not example here. When you do the exercise, that point will be clear. And maybe sometime now or sometime adjective. Okay. So if it has another noun to modify, so it will be adjective. But without noun, so itself will be, noun. And now paragraph number 2, see 96 and 97 are very important, very common usage in Pali. So we have the imparly. So absolute construction. Absolute construction. Absolute construction also, maybe we can say the dependent clause. Dependent clause, not meaning is not completed yet. So to be completed meaning, to be meaningful, so depending on the main verb, main sentence, main clause. So that is called the absolute. So in Pali, you know, in English, why? Okay. But in Pali, no what to equivalent. So that is in English, why? Okay, but no what in Pali. So to that sense is expressed by the that absolute construction. So for example, so Bodo, maybe Gachati. Okay. So we know that the meaning. So the Buddha goes. Okay, that sentence, when we want to say why or maybe when the Buddha goes or maybe is going. So to show, to use in that sense. So at the time we use this absolute construction. So absolute construction. So in the absolute construction, you know, subject and the predicate are the same in case, gender, number, and case. So that is why, you know, from the that Bodo Gachedi, the sentence, you know, Bodo, okay, it's Boda. And the Gachedi is about form. We cannot decline. So that is why that one can be replaced by the participle form. So Gachant. Or maybe past participle also Gata in this way. And then after that, so, you know, Boda with the located case, Bodhi, and then get chanda. Get chant with the located get chande. So here you see located case singular. And then here also get chande located case singular. So from that construction, why? So the Buddha is going. So when the Buddha is going, so that sense happen. So that is why, you know, in so in absolute construction, so the first one will be subject, okay, and then so PR predicate, okay. So maybe that subject is noun, and predicate is actually participle form. Okay, so and then so subject also can be with the nominative, and then, so genitive, and then locative. So the same way participle also can be nominative, so genitive, and the so locative. So that is why, you know, so Bodo, so Gachanto. Also, you know, actually we understand in this way. So the Buddha, maybe, so when going. So that is absolute sense, you see. And also maybe, you know, Buddha sa, and then Gachan, that's also why. So the Buddha is going. So the same as actually the Buddha when going or when the Buddha is going. And then, you know, Bodhi, and then Gachanti, or maybe Gachanda Same or anyone, the same meaning. So why? So the Buddha is going. Okay, so in this way, the absolute sense can be. So in the absolute construction, so subject will be noun, okay. And then, so predicate will be participle. So participle may be present or past based on the context. So, and then they have the same case ending. If subject is with the nominated case, participle also will be with the nominated case respectively. If subject is with the genitive case, that participle also will be with the genitive case. If subject is with the locative case, so participle also will be with the locative case. So based on the do case ending, so if they are with the nominated case, that the nominated case absolute, or with the genitive absolute, and with the locative absolute. So that is here. Genitive absolute. Both subject and the participle are put in the genitive case, you see. This construction is called the genitive absolute construction. Genitive absolute construction. Actually, so here this is used to extract an action done regardless of another, or maybe that one is not so important. So, but here you can see, Bodhasa. So Bodhasa, that is subject. So Ruda Manasa or Rudandasa, Mada Gihama Nekami 2 line. So the mother departed from the house, and why the child was crying, you see? Why the child crying, that is point. So regardless sense is not so common. Without regardless sense also can be for the genitive. Okay, leave it that one. So the point we need to understand is, you know, subject with the genitive case and the participle also with the genitive case. So other than that is genitive absolute construction. So it expresses the sense of why. So Bodhasa, Ruda Manasa. Why the child was crying. So actually here was, maybe actually generally the child is crying, but because here in the main clause, main sentence, main verb is past tense. So that is why that positive participle also in the past tense. That is why. But actually in the necamati, main verb is if necamati, so other than why the child is crying will be. The same way here, locative, absolute, both subject and the participle are both in the genitive case. So it is called the, you know, locative absolute. So when this construction is translated into English, so with the relative adverb, so when or why, okay, the same as that one. when or why. Okay, so, and then here example, so, Rokami Batan Day, Rokami is subject, Batan is agent for that one. That is located absolute construction. Roka means tree, Batan means fallen, when the tree is falling down. So, Sakuna Odi, so, Sakuna Odi, when the tree was falling down, the bird flew away. The same way in the second example. So, Bidari Mate, you see. Bidari Mate. So, Bidari is subject with the located case. Mate is here past participle. When a father is dead, or maybe when the father died, is dead. So, and then, Duhida Samibe Nisena Barodi. Okay. Samibe Nisena Barodi. The daughter sat close by and wept. Sat close by and wept. Samibe Nisena. Okay. So here, Bidari Mate is located absolute construction. The same way in the next. So Kasakehi Kidde Kate. So that is passive participle. So when the feet are flown by the farmer. So Kasakehi Kidde Kate or Kasite. So Kahabadi no Siwaka Agandawa. So Dilehi Wabainsu. So when the feed was flown by the farmer, you see, that is absolute meaning of the Kazakehi Kitty Kati. So Kitty is actually grammatical subject with the located case. So Kati is past participle with the located case. Okay. And also, so translating with the located absolute, so nominated absolute also may be used. So nominated absolute also can be seen. We tiyan, batandiyan, degihan. We tiyan, batandiyan, degihan, be with same. So, oh, sorry, wotiyan, batandiyan. So, woti means rain. Rain's falling. When rain falling or rain falling, so they enter the house. They enter the house. Or when rain was falling. When rain was falling, they entered the house. In this way also can be seen. But here you see no nominated absolute construction, but so later we will see. Very common. But so in the nominated absolutes, commonly we understand. So in this way, the Buddha, why going? Okay. So actually, so if we put kitchen door is before the boat door, but the Buddha coming, the Buddha who is going in this way. But after the boat door, if we put that prayer, so boat door kitchen door at the time, the Buddha wine coming. That one also a kind of the nominated absolute. That is why under the usage of the present participle. So the meaning of the present participle, why sense we already learned. So okay, and then now, so seti. So this seti is present participle of the root as and the present participle surface, ant. So we have the sand by dropping r, or maybe if we use the root as, so present participle, so weak form art. So at that time we have the sat. So this sand is like the Gechanda Same, Gechandami, Gechandi, Sanda Same with the located case. So Sanda Same and the Sandami and then Sandi. So with the located case. in this way. So, but this such is with the located case, just set D. So like you get chart D. So such a case ending it for the located. So set D. Okay. So that set D is located case. That is why the meaning is when there is. When there is, that is singular. You see, located case singular, you see. So when there is, the meaning of the set D. And that was the subject. For example, so and then so Bhikkhu Samay Sati. So that means when there is a monk in this way. So you see that Sati is the sense of the there is. But here you see. So Sati is located case singular of the present participle, masculine, and the sent. Okay. But its negative form is with the a, so asati. Okay, grammatically that is singular form, but both these forms are used in the located absolute construction. So commonly, so regardless of number and the gender. So even though that is masculine, this sent is masculine, located case singular, and then so masculine. But so here Bhikkhu also masculine gender, so we set D. And then maybe so feminine gender. So Bhikkhu ni yang. Also sati. We don't use sati yang. So irregularly we see when there is so a nun or maybe a female monk in this way. So no change of the gender, that's sati. So irregularly used in this way. That is why here, regardless of number and the plural gender. So even though agent is feminine gender, here jatiya, sati, jaramarana, hoti. So when there is birth, so there is decay and death. So no gender. And also sometimes bhikkhu sati or something in this way also can be seen. So so even though singular, originally singular form, so plural meaning also in some way, in some form we can see. Okay, so now, so we finished this lesson. So now vocabulary. So vocabulary here, masculine nouns are, tathagata. Tathagata means perfect one. And soka, sorrow. And the satar, that is so rusas. Rusas means to instruct or maybe to teach. To instruct. And the tar. So but here, sata become the data. So that is why we have the sata. So the meaning is so instructor and instructor, or teacher also, or master. Okay. The consonantal noun. So that is a master, teacher, or founder of religion, sata. But originally from the root sas, instructor. And also here also DC dar we already. So DC base, tatar is at the DC dar. Okay, DC dar. And here back K. So back K is actually also the possessive adjective, but using as a noun, back. So back means wing. Becoming wing. So, okay, and then that become an A. So we have the back K back. So it means one who has so wings. That means bird. In this way. And then next, so Sesa is pupil, okay. And the handa also killer or handa we already learned. And then now feminine noun. So Janata people. So Janata people. So actually Jana. So Jana also people. And then Deva also deity. But to that by adding da. So we have the Janata. Also, just people. Deva also by adding the, da. So we have the Devata. So other than feminine gender. Gender is changed, but meaning is not changed. Also deity. And then, so Rasawati is kitchen. That one also consonantal noun. So Rasa means taste. And then here what? And so we have so Rasa what? And then for feminine gender, so E is added. So Rasa Wati. Okay, now feminine gender. So a place where there is taste. So that is the kitchen. Okay. So possessive adjective, but using as a noun. And Denu is count, and Saka is branch, and Bhumi earth or ground. Okay, these are feminine noun. So now neuter nouns. Okay, so Rata means country or kingdom. So Banda means goods or property or possession. So Ingana in open space, clearing. And the Kaja is solid food. Boja is soft food. The Bila whole, okay, they are simple. And neuter noun, so Turiya, musical instrument. Turiya, musical instrument. And the Onyana, that the pleasure grove of park. Pleasure grove of park. So now praises. So praises also, actually, Karodi is he makes, Kala means the time. So he makes the time, the literal meaning of that phrase. But it means he passes away, he dies. So as a past participle, Kala Kata or Kalang Kata. So Kala Kata or Kalang Kata. Okay. So in this way. And then so the adjective, so Karachi means sometime, but now Karachi, not mean not. Not sometime mean never. Even not sometime. Karachi means sometime. Okay. Never. And the Jirasan also long. So Jirasan also long, but not Jirasan means before long. Before long. Okay. But so Nanavida is actually of various kind of various. Actually, that should be not a phrase, it should be under the adjective. Nanavida is adjective actually. So various or of various kinds, not a phrase. So here kalang karoti, kalang kata, and not karachi, and not jirasam. And then noun but form. So baleti. So root is bal here already, but sign is a baleti. So govern or protect. Governs or protect. And the so bari ne bayeti. Bari ne bayeti. So that is pass away to the perfect nibbana. So passes away of, the Buddha or the Arahant. It's called the bari nibbana or bari ne bayeti. So actually, brief fix and also near brief fix. So originally root is wari. So it's a war, and then so wa in this way. That is a root is wa. And then ya sign, and then D. So now here this ra and the wa. So ra wa change to the wa. That wa change to the ba. In this way we have the so bari ne ba yeti. Okay. So actually it is from the re, that is fine for past participle. So brief fix. So need brief fix. But root is so re is changed to the u here. So that is why wu. And the past participle da. So here also ra wa become the wa. And that wa become the ba. So we have the bari ne buddha in this way. Bari ne buddha. Okay, and then next. So that is a here past participle. Bari ne buddha is it. And then kambati. So root is kambati. So tremble or moves or shakes. So kambita, that is from the base. And then mabiti is creates or builds. So actually ma, originally the meaning of the ma is to measure. But here, so causative sign RB, that is causative. So we have the mabe. Okay. The meaning of mabe is literally, to cause. So somebody to measure. So that means to build. Okay. But in other ways, so mabe also create also. Create to build. So mabe, and the mabita. So and then here can that the root can the we so can that the so root can the and then natchati. So natchati is not natch. So actually we can see in the dictionary. So actually it is root nat and a t dot. So Najati is root read or Natati, you see. Natati. So from the root nat. So root nat with the dot. And suffix is ya. And then D. So Daya become the Jaja. So we have the Najati. Not Naja. Root is not notch. Okay, and then next. So Najati Wadi, the also root word. The causative sign is A. Root word. The causative sign is A. So at the time, you know, R of the root is changed to the R. A, also R. So Wadi. So actually, the meaning of the, you know, root word is maybe to speak, literally. Or the other way, we can understand to, you know, sing. Okay. But so this A is causative. So that is a, you know, literal meaning of the Wadi is so to cause. So somebody to sing. So that means play musical instrument. Wadi mean to play. Musical instrument. So when someone plays musical instrument, the other one, so automatically, maybe he wants to sing in this way. And then, so, badi yadi. So, badi yadi, that is prepare. Not yard, maybe yard also. So, badi yadi. Yes, root is yard, but later change it. So that is changed to da, that is prepare. Okay. So prepare. So badi brief is root is yard, but that is changed to da. And the causative suffix is that is here causative form. Causative form. This one also, you know, causative form. Okay. So and then so Ganadi. So Ganadi, actually we already seen, but again. So Ru Gaha. So sign is Na. Okay, so actually, so Na is changed to the Na with the dot. And then now Ha and that Na change their position. So Na Ha. So in this way, we have the, you know, Gan Na. So to take or to grasp. And then for the past participle, so Gahita Ruka, or for Jarang Gahitawa. So that is irregular form. So commonly, you know, so Gahita, so past participle da. So even, you know, when we add that suffix to the root, actually, so they are assimilate or something happen. But here, exception, you know, it is inserted. So that is one Gahita. And then for the gerund also, so Rukaha and the gerund suffix dua, here also exception, even though it is added to the root, so it is inserted, but that it is changed to the A. So that is why we have the Kahit dua as a gerund. Okay, so now time is already up, but many examples we have still remains. We need to explain. Okay, so that is for next time. So any question? Okay, Hado.
Yes, Bante. I have some questions, Bante. The first one that is for the consonant noun ending with ta. We learned it have the masculine and feminine. So whether it will have neutral gender, Bante, for this.
Yeah, so actually it refers to the agent. Agent means a person, one who can do. Maybe so animate nouns are neuter, like the vihara, or sorry. So the other one, so maybe that neuter nouns are mostly refers to a thing, or maybe a state or something. So not a person. So maybe that is one. No neuter noun with that ra ending consonant.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Bante. And the second point, Bante, it is when we will get from the root or the verb base to add with ta to form with the consonant noun. And when the consonant noun is formed, how we know that noun is belong to masculine or feminine, Bante, because it's coming from the verb, yeah.
Okay. And also maybe commonly they are using as an adjective. So that is why based on the they are modified now also we can guess that is masculine or feminine. So and also mostly they are masculine. So feminine is just that. So maybe mata and duhita and dita. Only that. The remaining nouns are masculine.
Yeah, so just the exceptional cases are feminine. The rest will belong to masculine, Bante.
Not that way. Yeah, even in the the exception also here beta and the bata are also masculine.
Yeah. So just for the mata, duhita, and dita, it is in feminine. Yeah.
Right.
The rest. Right. Yeah, the rest it will belong to masculine.
Masculine, yeah.
Yeah. And for the items number 96, Bante, 96 and 97, it's about the genitive absolute and locative absolute. So I just take the example that if we look at for the English sentence, for example, that the mother departed from the house while the child was crying. So if we look at for the English sentence here, and then we translate it into Pali, how can we know it will belong to genitive absolute? Is it because it have the Y here?
No.
Because the child belong to the mother, Ante.
Okay. So here you see, maybe so that is fine. So this possession, so in the absolute construction, so there will be subject and predicate. So that subject in the subject position we can see now. In the predicate position we can see the past participle one, and also so that now will be maybe one of them. So genitive or locative, and so participle also if subject is genitive and the locative or something in this way. So that is why when we see that sentence, even though we don't know the meaning, so because of this position here, Bodha, and then with the genitive case, Ruda Manasa. Here, Mana, we already know the present participle with the genitive case. So we can guess, oh, this one is genitive absolute. Or here, Rokami, but then they also, Rokami is with the locative, but then they also present participle, but with the locative case. That is that one might be locative absolute construction. So we can guess it based on that the same case ending position.
Yeah. In this case, Bante, because that we have the Pali sentence, so that we look at that one and we can recognize it may belong to genitive or locative. But if we just have the English sentence only, Bante, and we have to translate back into Pali, so how we can know it's belong to genitive absolute or locative absolute, Bante?
So between them, no more different. As you like, genitive or locative, you can do.
Oh, so that we can use both?
Right.
Yeah. And so, for example, Bante, for in here with locative absolute, we have the note that when translation locative absolute nominative, yes. So when can be used. So there is another case, Bante, if it's not when, but it is where. For example, that we have the inner sentence like, we buy a house where having a small river. So in that situation, we also can use locative where or when. It also can be used with locative absolute, Bante.
No, not for that. And so for the where, we will have the usage of the relative clause yata and the data.
Yeah, but in
Not
this,
not absolute.
But another.
Yeah, absolute construction is related to the time expression.
Related to the time expressions only.
Right.
Yeah.
Time expression. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So it means that for the absolute here, that just it falls into nominative, genitive, or locative only. There's no other case relating to that.
Maybe rarely accusative case also, but quite rare.
Yeah. So rarely we have accusative case. Yeah. So I got it, Bante. Thank you very much for your detailed guidance.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll finish my part, Bante. Thank you very much.
Okay. So Chen.
Good evening, Bante. Bante, at the bottom of this page, Pali Made Easy.
Yes.
The bottom of this page. There is this Kilehi, which is an instrumental. So I wonder whether Bante can kindly explain the syntax. Why is it not in accusative but in instrumental?
Read the syntax instrumental case. Maybe that one is referring to the ending. This kasakehi.
I think it's Tilehi, Bante. So
sorry. Okay. Yeah, Tilehi. So yeah, that is read the syntax instrumental case. That is the last chapter. Yeah, syntax. And also here nominative. Here instrumental. So under the instrumental, some, so like this Yanina, Gandawa or something, and then Saha, PCD, Wina Sade, Akina Kano, family, direct object exists. Yina, vehicle. So some, special phrase, some verb, even though, in English, so maybe I plant a seed or I plant mango tree or something in this way. But in Pali, so that delay is assessment seed. So I plant assessment, but what the located case, that is, usage of the Pali. So where?
So meaning I plant with sesame seed.
Yeah, that's sense. But in English, maybe object.
I see. So the instrumental depends on the verb. Certain verb take instrumental as the object.
Right.
I see. Thank you very much, Bante.
Okay. And then, okay, Damadra.
Bante, I used to chant this Udana Anika Jati. I come across this sentence, iti imas mean sati idang hoti. And then
Right.
iti imas mean asati idang
Asadi, iden,
hoti.
nahodi.
Can Bante kindly translate?
So actually, ima
Imas
and
mean.
sat. So okay.
Ah,
So sorry. No, not this place. So ima is subject,
Yeah.
and sat, that is present participle. So ima would be located case. So
imas.
ima main, and then sati also sat would be located case sati in this way. So ima main sati, that is maybe that is dependent clause. And then idang hoti.
Idang hoti.
So that is main clause.
Oh, idang hoti is the main clause, is it?
Right. So maybe imasame is referring to the cause. Iden is referring to the effect.
Oh.
So that means when there is a cause or cause, so there is a result also in this way.
Oh, I see.
So when there is avijja, there will be sankhara and so on. Yeah, that is also located after construction, right?
Oh, so asati, that means if there is no cause, there is no result.
Effect. Yeah, right.
Okay, thank you. Very clear. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, any question? So no more. Okay, so let me stop here by saying sadhu. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much, Bante. Sadhu.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Bante.
Bye, Bante.
Good night. Welcome.
Thank you, Bante. Good night. Sukhihotu.
Good
Good night.
Sadhu.
Sukhihotu.
Thank for your lesson, Bante.
Okay.